Hello everybody, Red Wizard here, back at you with my second YouTube video. Today we're going to make Masonite hardboard panels. The reason I'm making Masonite hardboard panels is because I wanted to create something that was wall ready, meaning I could collage directly on the surface and hang it right on the wall when I was done. Normally I collage on paper. That requires framing to hang it up on the wall. Framing costs money. Masonite, on the other hand, a 4-foot by 8-foot sheet of this only cost me $12. Now, I like to work in square format. I do a lot of Instagram stuff. So I'm creating 1-foot by 1-foot hardboard panels out of a 4-foot by 8-foot sheet. That's going to make 32 of these bad boys without any waste. Now, there is a chance a few are going to get dinged up along the way. That's fine. All of my hardwood panels are going to be 12 inches by 12 inches. My first step is to make sure the guide on my saw is 12 inches from the saw blade. You could cut these boards using a circular saw, but I highly recommend using a table saw. The awesome thing about a table saw is once you set up your cut, you can repeat the cut over and over and over again. Once this is done, I'm going to do over 32 cuts without adjusting anything. So take your time, set up your cut, and then just bang them out. I've only been using the table saw for about a year. I'm totally new to this, so I recommend if you've never used a table saw, please Google or YouTube how-to videos on how to use a table saw. I am definitely not the best carpenter in the world. Once the panels are cut, I double check the edges for anything that's rough or sticking out. Also, I check the surface in case there's any dents. Okay, the next step is gesso. I've moved inside and now I'm going to cover each panel with a thick coat of gesso. I want to make sure and get those edges as well. Each panel is going to take about 2 coats, so I'm going to do this quick. I'm using an extra piece of wood underneath. It's technically MDF. I don't care if I get any paint on it. And guess what? There's going to be a lot of gesso on that board. I got to make a bunch of these, so I'm just going to bang this out. Now that I've covered all the boards with a coat of gesso, I'm going to take a break, let these dry, and add a second coat. Now that the second coat of gesso is dry, I'm going to mark the top center of each of the boards to apply the wall hanging bracket. I'm going to use some hot glue. Should be a strong enough bond to hold these lightweight boards up on the wall. Okay, and we're finished. I have my nice white gessoed surface. I have my metal clip on the back. I now have a wall-ready collage surface. There are some imperfections with the gesso. While these were drying in the garage, a moth got stuck on here. You can't plan for everything, right? Because we're collaging, it's not going to be a big deal. It's going to be covered. These don't have to be perfect. If you're oil painting or something like that, I would probably sand these with a 200 grit sandpaper to really get them nice and even for those finer applications. Now, before you collage, make sure you have fun. Thanks for joining me, guys. Have a good one.